All right. You guys back in here? Is it back up again? Says my mic is good. All right, let's try this again. Yay, we're working now. Perfect. What's up, Tope? So that your new role model? Is that your new channel thing going on there? I need to check out your. How's your gameplay been going for the new stuff? Sweet, we're working. All right. Okay, well, let's get into it then. Alrighty. So are you just going on Twitch or are you going on Twitch and the YouTubes? Yeah, I'll check that. I need to check out the second half of the one shot. So I really enjoyed Thursday's episode. I've not checked out Friday's episode yet. So, been a busy weekend. Sweet. Nice. Yeah, I will come check it out. Because I'm really interested to see how that campaign goes, and then kind of see. I like seeing how other people run their stuff too. So, oh, nice, smart, smart. Are you recording with like a secondary device, or like through uh, OBS, or does Twitch give you the option of taking your stream, editing it, and all that stuff? All right, so let's name this one Go Go. Drake Warden Ranger. Do we want to go Dragon on Dragon? Dragonborn. Uh, um, Goliath Ranger. Half Elf is done a lot. Turtle Ranger. Aethamar. We don't see a lot of Aethamars out there. We saw Kinku. Human Halfling. I have a lot of love for the Halflings. Halfling Ranger kind of sounds fun, actually. But what about the Genasi's? Yeah, feel free to link. Not, I mean, there's barely no one here right now, but usually we'll get a decent amount of people. Usually we get like at least 150 people coming through. So feel free to link your YouTubes for anyone. But yeah, feel free to link your YouTubes. I'll definitely, if I think I'm sub, but if not, if you changed it, made a whole new channel, then I'll sub to that. We need to work on doing some joint thing together after we get those going a little bit. All right, Fire Genasi. I was thinking Genasi. Let's go with the fire. Fire Genasi. Intelligence score, I'll probably maybe we'll play off of that. Maybe we'll play off the intelligence a little bit. Seeing dim light, 60 feet, resistant to fire damage. I like the idea of the fire damage. I like the idea of just being able to be inside the fire. And the flame cantrip. Cool. All right, what are their ability? So Constitution and Intelligence. That's a really weird. I guess that's for like spellcasters that like to do concentration spells. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Ranger. Drake Warden's a lot of fun. Intelligence really won't do anything for it, but we're going for flavor here. Favorite enemy, Natural Explorer, fighting style. We need to do at least a level 3. I want to go a little further than that. Let's go level 5. Make sure we have that Ranger archetype selected. Drake Warden. Perfect. So Drake Warden, for those of you who don't know, that's more of it's what Beastmaster should have always been. It actually looks a lot like how Matt made the Ranger for Laura in the campaign 1. So, because the big complaints for Beastmaster is your pets always died and they didn't really scale with you. So early levels they were fine, but once you got past like level 10, they were just awful. My cam's a bit fuzzy. I don't know what the deal is. For some reason, it's only picking up my Wi-Fi right now. So that's going to be one thing. And then this camera kind of sucks, so I'm buying a new one soon. But I wanted to buy a camera that I could use for this and I want to stream like a live show and even do some magic stuff, but I might just go ahead and get one of the good webcams and then buy those other cameras later. Okay. We'll do all this later. But yeah, so the cool thing about a Drake Warden, and I'll go ahead and read that. At third level, you choose an archetype that you... No, we know that part. Okay. The bond you share with your Drake creates a connection to Dragonkind, granting you understanding and empowering your presence. You gain the following benefits. You learn the Thaumaturgy cantrip, which is fun. And then you learn to speak, read, Draconic. That's not what... Another language. The Companion. This is the big stuff right here. So basically, as an action, you can magically summon the Drake that is bound to you. So you summon your Drake from another realm, and it takes basically whatever form you want, and you get to choose. So here's its stats. It levels up with you. It gains benefits. So like at level 10, you can ride it. At level 17, you can fly on it. At level 10, it can fly on its own, but it can't carry your weight. So you can use it as a mount, then you can fly with it, and then you get to choose. Every time you do it, you get to choose which... we're going to go with fire with this, but you get to choose... It has, I think it's a reaction... Where's that up here? Summon Drake to reaction. So infuse strike when another creature within 30 feet of the Drake that it can see hits a target with a weapon attack. The Drake infuses the strike with an essence, causing the damage to take 1d6 damage of the chosen type. So you basically have to choose if it's an acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poisonous Drake. If I learned one thing from Critical Role is that you do not ever want an animal companion. Why is that? This is a good animal companion. I think animal companions are awesome. Like Trinket was like an extra character, even though Trinket never did anything in combat, except for die immediately, and that's kind of the problem with Beastmaster. So they fixed that with this Drake. Okay, so we're gonna pick not lightning, we'll pick fire because we're fire. We're gonna do a whole fire theme here. All right, let's roll for stats. If you'd like to roll, please roll me 4d6 and then drop the lowest one. My son, he stole my stuff, but they're right. He put them back. So, cool. My 4-year-old likes to play with my dice. So, I don't yet know how nerdy he's going to be, but we'll find out. He likes rolling dice. He likes painting with me. But he also likes to sing and really into music. And architecture. The kid's 4 and he loves building stuff. So I'll roll. You guys roll. Well, that's not a good start. Let's go with an 8. Where to put the 8? 8 strength. There we go. Darren gave us a 16. We'll put that in dexterity. A 9. Alex. Thank you, Alex. You did better than I did. We can put the 9 in intelligence. It's going to bump it up to a 10. With the high constitution, we can make him kind of tanky. I'm thinking less of a shooty shoot ranger and more of an in your face ranger. Maybe even go mounted combat. But yeah. All right, we need 3 more rolls. I missed one. 15. OG with a 15. Oh, that's a good one. We might go with Tasha's here and swap. And then 11 on our charisma. We're going to say 15 constitution. All right, so Tasha's Cauldron of Everything allows us to swap 1 stat. So I'm going to move. I'm going to say 15 on dexterity. And 16 on constitution. And then we're going to swap the +1 for from intelligence and bring it over to dexterity? No. Yeah, dexterity. Perfect. That should work. And Ellie with a... No, wait. We got the 11. All right. Anyone with the last roll? First person to roll, we'll put it in wisdom. Unless it's really bad. Hey, this is the first character that's not a freaking superhero. All right. A 15 to 16 is still great. But this is the first character we've rolled that wasn't like super overpowered. We'll put a placeholder here until then. A 14. 14 solid for wisdom. I'm seeing kind of a battlefield control person right now, just in my head, just from the stats we've rolled. All right, let's see how it comes out. So, +2 wisdom. -1 intelligence. 0 charisma. Man, I never run 0 charisma characters. But that would be interesting. +4 con, +3 dexterity. Yeah, definitely. All right, they're with a 13. Okay. All right, so I'm definitely seeing. What up, Crixie? All right, I'm definitely seeing kind of a battlefield control-y melee ranger here. So we are doing a Drake Warden Ranger. We just started. Let's go to the background. Who was? Which Power Ranger was Jason? Was he the team leader? That's funny. It's meant to be a 13 then. All right, background. Soldier seems. What about a knight? Do we want a knight? Like an order of dragon knights, basically? I think that we haven't. I don't think we've done a knight yet. Let's check out knights. Like knight or soldier is kind of what I'm feeling here, but like him being a fire genasi, especially like he's coming from the fire plane, and he's like a mystical knight that trains the dragons with him and ends up riding them. I think it kind of sounds good. Oh man, that's rough. Just even if that said just 3 girls, that'd be rough enough. But they're all sick too. That's no bueno, man. That's no bueno. Got to be a dragon chess set. Yeah, let's hope they stay asleep. That's no fun. All right, we get extra languages, so what are things? Deep speech? What are things that live kind of in the fire element or fire plane? We're gonna get draconic. We're gonna get an extra one. Just go with deep speech. I think that sounds good. Deep speech or abyssal. Hey, get it all over with at the same time. Order of the Flame Claw. I like it. We'll need to come up with a better name. A good fiery name. If anyone ever Friendly Fire. Anyone ever watched the Patrick Warburton Tick? What was it Fiery Blaze and Friendly Fire? Best sidekick ever. Was Infernal on there? Yes, it was. Good call. Good call. That's much better. It makes much more sense. All right. Giant. What's with the other one? We'll choose the giant as well. So remind me for our other extra language, we'll do giant because there's a lot of fire giants and stuff in the plains. That's where I'm feeling this dude's from. Or chick. I don't care. Hey, can someone explain to me the deal with divine sorcerers? Derek's is such a well-made character. I'm just curious. Beard, are you still in here? I think you dropped out. Yeah, he dropped out. We have a divine sorcerer in one of our campaigns. I don't know much about him. He built it. If he jumps back in, then I'll see if he can do it. Or we can just build a divine sorcerer next and see what happens. All right. This is a really cool feature I really liked here is retainers. You have the service of 3 retainers loyal to your family. These retainers can be attendants or messengers, and one might be a major domo. What's a major domo? Your retainers are commoners who can perform mundane tasks for you, but they do not fight for you, will not follow you in obviously dangerous areas, and will leave if they are frequently endangered or abused. Yeah, mix between cleric and sorcerer for the spell list. Yeah, we can roll one next, and and take a look at it. But I always thought retainers would be a kind of a fun thing to role play. You're creating 3 kind of squires basically, and you could really play into that. Someone could die and then like take the role of one of the squires who's been, training underneath you and all that kind of stuff. It's really good. You can twin spell. Yeah, twin spelling heals is the main reason you want. They do a really great job at being like a main healer. They're gonna replay the next campaign. Gonna be Divine Sorcerer for sure. Okay, says the head servant. Like Alfred, would Alfred be a major domo? All right. If you have your dice out, let's do the suggested characteristics. 1d8, 1d6, no, 2d8, and 3d6. One sec. All right. But yeah, we'll run a Divine Sorcerer next and check it out. All right. For the first d6, we got a 2. Responsibility. It is my duty to respect the authority of those above me, just as those below me respect mine. That kind of fits, lawful kind of fits non-charismatic character. Charisma kind of always comes with a little bit of rebellion, I feel like. So 6 on the first d8. Despite my noble birth, I do not place myself above other folks. We all have the same blood. Is that true? Do Genasi's and humans have the same blood? I'll roll the next d6. Let's do a 3. Pawns, nothing is more important than the other members of my family. All right, so born of noble birth, strong family ties, but they're not douchey. That's good. You want to roll a Goliath Monk Barbarian? I want to do a Turtle Monk strength based, like Bowser, basically. Goliath Monk Barbarian would be fun. It seems like Monk and Barbarian would do well. I've actually never seen it happen, though. All right, let's roll a d8. Someone else get the other... oh, we got a 5 with a d8. I don't like to get my hands dirty when we got dead in unsuitable accommodations. Okay. A little snooty, then. That kind of goes weird with the other one. I'm not above you, but I'm also not going to go down to where you're at. It seems more of a flaw than anything else. I like it. All right, my favorite one, the flaw. Jinbei from One Piece of the Turtle. He can use Fisherman Karate. What's up, Rain? How's your week been? A 4. Let me get that over there. I have an insatiable desire for carnal pleasures. Wow. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So, always keeping up, like from high society, always keeping up appearances. So, yeah, no, that kind of fits. This is an interesting character. Just finished Walking the Walking Dead. I don't know what that means. All right, have fun with your dogs. Night Hunter. OG. Okay, so yeah, this is an interesting character. Do we want to go male or female with it? Or androgynous? Be like a Pat that like no one knows. All right, watching The Walking Dead. That sounds better. Yeah, I really enjoyed The Walking Dead, especially early on. Like early on, it was still a big event. First couple seasons, like no one knew what was coming next unless you read the comics, which are supposed to be fantastic. And then like we were all discussing for like months. What would I do in this situation if we had a zombie apocalypse? What would we do? And it created a lot of good conversation. So, Rain, are you going to be a necromancer then? Nerd Lab, Brian. That's for Twitch. Do I want to feel more popular? Keep the promotion code. Da 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 da. Hey guys, I can feel more popular thanks to this person on Twitch. Well, that's nice of her taking the dogs out for you. All right, we need a character name, male or female or androgynous. What do we think? Spoiler alert, Crixie. Yeah, Beth was a beast. Yeah, it did. It wasn't everywhere when Walking Dead hit. That's why it was really, really great early on. Vampire stuff's hit or miss, like because you really have kind of two different feels for vampires. You have the romanticized versions, then you have like the more classic, Dracula and all that kind of stuff. Ruby Inferna? Okay, I like it. Ruby's a good name. That's a great Fire Genasi name. All right, we got a female. Ruby Inferna. Flameheart. Ooh, Flameheart's good too. Because Flameheart feels more regal. I'm keeping Ruby. I think Inferno's a good pseudonym. Is that what they're called? But Flameheart's great. That goes with the big family and stuff. What's up, Matthew? And is she a salve? It's good. You guys are my names are always so jokey, man. Like all my names are pure jokes, and you guys are coming up here with some great names. Yeah, Ruby Flameheart. Sounds noble AF for sure. No, I love it. I love it. I think this would be a really interesting character. Are we going matriarchy here? Like, do we want to say this is we could make the fire elemental pure matriarchy, and all of her servants would be males then? That would be cool. Unless she had like a squire that she was training. So like one female and two males. Two male servants and one female squire. That could be really cool. This could be a cool character. All right, let's do the ranger stuff. What are the stats? Let's look at the stats on the dragon because I have an interesting thought. Drake Companion. Where were those at? is after the archetypes. There's the archetype. There we go. All right. Charisma, wisdom. Good wisdom, good strength. Solid dex, good constitution. Yeah, no. Never mind. I was hoping they would have like good perception stuff, like hearing or smell or something, but they don't. Proficiency bonus equals your bonuses. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Okay, let's build it out. What's up, Mist? Nothing on the screen, and it says saying you're offline and live at the same time. Is that for Twitch? All right, let's bring that up. 1 second, please. All right, I'm gonna turn it off and back on again. Let me know if that fixes anything. Appreciate the heads up. Gnome. It's about the spells. Tegan Tup's a butt nugget. My daughter would greatly appreciate that. That's one of her favorite words. All right, nice. Inferno's the fire drake's name. Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys are so much smart. I love it. All right, proficiencies. Let's go with perception. I think as a knight, probably wants, we're not worried about stealth. Perception, animal. I don't think animal handling is necessary for your own pet, but it might be. So insight maybe.
Sorry, I'm going over to Courtney's. I'll text you why.
Is everything okay? One second. Sorry, we got family friend emergencies that are happening, but they're being taken care of. Okay, good. Perception, insight kind of reads people. What were our stats? What was our wisdom? Yeah, we have decent wisdom. That works. And we'll just animal handling just because. Like, I think that makes sense. I was thinking of doing like an investigation style thing, but this just doesn't work with this. If you went like a Beastmaster Ranger and had your pet doing like smelling and searching for stuff, but like a canine unit type of thing, I think that'd be a cool idea. That doesn't work here. So we'll do animal handling. That's Jester if you need animal handling for a feral abused emotional ferret. Man, that thing just... I'm surprised Matt let it live. Do you think he was already all along? I really don't feel like he was. I feel like that was just Matt's way of letting it live, is turning it into Artie. I'm sure he covered that somewhere, and I missed it. All right, favorite enemy. I feel like giants. I feel like there's a war between the Fire Genasi and the Fire Giants. So I'm going to go with that. Definitely not dragons. And we're going to go with the giant language. We're going to have lots of languages. This will be cool. Natural explorer, mountains makes sense. Desert makes sense as well. Let's go with mountains. Fighting style. Okay. Blind fighting. That'll be interesting. Do we want a blind ranger? Archery, no. Defense, no. Druidic warrior. That could be good. Dueling, throw weapon fighting, 2-weapon fighting. I'm thinking blind fighting, druidic fighting, and then if we don't like those, then 2-weapon fighting. What do you guys think? What is the difference between ferrets and weasels? Weasels are just bigger? Yeah, just easy way to say he died. Never died. Probably. I don't know, but it was a stroke of genius and explain how it survived the risky encounters. The drownings is the one that got me. All right, we're going to go with blind fighting. I don't know a lot about the blind fighter, so let's check it out. You have blind sight with a range of 10 feet within the... Is this is this a seeing eye dog? Is his dragon a seeing or her seeing eye dog? Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. Moreover, you can see an invisible creature within the range unless the creature successfully hides from you. I guess you don't even have to be blind for this to work. So the reason this would be strong would be if you wanted to cast like the darkness spell, right? And then fight in darkness. Problem is that your dragon is a big part of your fighting, so I don't know I don't know how well that would work. Yes, drownings for sure. All right, let's check out the druidic. I want to make a blind fighter now, but I feel like I feel like a druid sounds really cool. All right, you learn 2 cantrips of your choice from the druid spell list. They count as ranger spells for you, and wisdom is your spellcasting modifier, which is decent spellcasting. Whenever you gain a level in this class, you can replace one of the cantrips with another cantrip of the druid spell list. So control flames. Is it just cantrips? That seems kind of lame. Mold earth is good. Thorn whip and thunderclap. Yeah, those both feel very underwhelming to me. Dueling. That's like fencing. A ranger like a fencing ranger. That I like that a lot more actually. When you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapon, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. That seemed like precision. That seems more knight-y to me. When you're... And I think you want your bonus action as a ranger. So when you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. I like dueling. I know this might be kind of lame. I kind of like dueling. Yeah, with like a rapier, like that sounds cool. Even a longsword kind of... Well, I guess it has to be one hand when you're wielding weapon one hand. So you can go kind of... Even have a shield, I guess, so you're a little more tanky. I like this. I like the sound of that. That sounds more knighty to me. So a little interesting. Right. Yeah. Fencing would make sense with being noble. I like that. I like the feel of that more. All right. Cool. We're gonna go dueling. Spellcasting. Spell slots. We'll deal with those later. Ranger archetypes. Drake Warden. Primeval awareness. Draconic gift. We're gonna go. This is where we get another language. We got infernal. We got giant. Now we can go with deep speech. Or celestial or abyssal. Abyssal. Let's go deep speech. Yep, you could still use a shield with it. Scimitar. I think a scimitar might actually feel better for the fire plane. Rapier feels better for like the fencing. So we'll get both, and you can kind of choose what you want to choose. Good night. Give me hugs. Give me hugs. Love you, kid. Bye. She Naruto ran in here. Very proud. Very proud, Papa. We'll go Abyssal. All right. Drake Companion, Fire, we picked that. Ability score improvement. Is there a good feature we'd want? The abilities are low, so this is one of the few times I'd actually choose an ability score. But what's a good feature for this? Yeah, we have Draconic. Let me double check. Pretty sure we have Draconic. Yeah, you can read and write Draconic or one other or one other language of choice. My bad. Good call on that. I thought it was but it's or. Yeah, there you go. Like a scimitar that's like just decorative. Yeah, Matthew, that was my bad. Draconic was I read this wrong, as I tend to do from time to time. Yeah, mounted combat it would be the most flavorful, I think. Let's go for it. Mounted combat. So mounted combat, your dragon can actually take. Well, let me read it just to make sure. Someone can take someone else's damage. I want to say it's the mount can. I've played mounted combat once. I enjoyed it. All right, you have advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creature that is smaller than your mount, which is great. We'll look and see what our mount size is. I think it's large, but it might not be. You can force an attack target at your mount to target you. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So if someone tries to attack your Drake, you can actually force them to attack you. If your mount is subjected to an effect that allows it to make dexterity saving throws to take only half damage and instead takes no damage. So this is a nice way to just keep your Drake alive in there too. Yeah, I like this. We're going mounted combat. Then we got extra attack. Beginning of 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Beautiful. Let's look at our spells. Okay, I think it's 3 and 1. 3 first and 1 second. But it could be wrong. Animal friendship. Alright, cure wounds. Is that the ranged one? No, that's touch. Goodberry's pretty solid. Hunter's Mark is a must, I feel like. So, you're a ranger, I think you need to have Hunter's Mark. Choose a creature you can see within range. Marcus Quarry, until a spell ends, it takes a 1d6 damage whenever you hit it with a melee attack. And you have advantage on any wisdom perception or wisdom survival. Yeah, so adding that d6, casting as a bonus action, hitting is going to make, especially with that extra attack, it's going to be nice. It'll make it pretty viable. Heat metal's heat metal's one of those that I've always liked but never used. I don't see it. Is it a second level spell? We'll take a look. Next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack. I don't worry about that. Jump, don't need to worry about that because we got a dragon. Long Strider. Speak with animals. Don't really feel like that's... Speaking with animals is a good thing. Touch a creature, the target's speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends. For an hour. That could be good. Right? Long Strider, touch your dragon. Yeah, see, all the beast stuff, animal friendship. Alarm's good. Cure wounds is good. Detect magic is good. Fog cloud's kind of Batman stuff. Goodberry's healing the party stuff, but you're the tank. You're already doing enough. So Hunter's Mark, I'm thinking Long Strider. I like the flavor of it. And I would say Alarm fits, just kind of security reasons. What's Ensnaring Strike do? Alright, next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, Writhing Mass, Throw of Vines. Appears at the point of impact, the target must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines. I kind of like that. While restrained, takes 1d6 piercing damage. Yeah, there's our concentration spell. Is Hunter's Mark a concentration spell? Yes, it is. So 1d10 piercing, though. I like that one. That's range. What am I doing? Yeah, so we can't have both up. So it doesn't really help. I kind of like it, though. It has that tanky feel to it. All right, I like that. Let's take Fog Cloud and make it look like smoke. Sweet. Also concentration, though. 20-foot radius sphere fog. Center to 1 point. The sphere spreads around corners. Heavily obscured. Let's take something non-concentration. Let's take Alarm. What's Absorb Element? Spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect, and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to trigger damage type until the start of the next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. It's an elemental thing, and we're an elemental. Yeah, Goodberries is great. Goodberries is really good. Berries. Let's see what second level spells. Maybe that'll help us. I'm liking Absorb Elemental or Elements just because we're an elemental, so it kind of figures good. Hey. Alright, second level spell. Bark Skin makes sense. Um, Find traps, lesser restoration. Lesser restoration is also touch. What's the heal that isn't touch that just brings them up to 1? Protection from poisons, good. It's just very niche. Pass without a trace is always great. Locate object. Locate object is actually kind of broken. Look at animals or plants. Lesser restoration. Find traps. Dark vision. Cordon of arrows. Plant 4 pieces of non-magical ammunition. Arrows or bolts in the ground within range. It's like a landmine. An IED. Within range and lay magic upon the protects an area until the spell ends whenever a creature other than you comes within 30 feet of the ammunition. For the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there, 1 piece of ammunition flies. The creature must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 piercing damage. The piece of ammunition is then destroyed. The spell ends when you have no ammunition. I kind of like that, even though it's just 4. You can take that action before, and I really like that spell. I've never seen that before. For the flame genasi, the good berries look like red hots. All right, you've convinced me. You guys have convinced me. Okay, so bark skin. So the target, so bark skin appearance, target's AC can't be less than 16, regardless of what kind of armor it's wearing. Again, could be good to give to your dragon. I really like this IED thing. But pass without a trace is always good. We don't really have a... Silence is good too. All right, let's go back and drop absorb element. That's very niche too. We're going with the good berries. Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry. Can I take your order? You have to say that when you cast it, or else it doesn't count. Whoa, I know some of those words. One of the most underrated movies ever. If you have not watched the Good Burger movie since you were a kid, do yourself a favor. Go back and watch it. It's fantastic. It's very funny. If you like weird comedy. Or stupid comedy, rather. Cool thing, Earth Genasi, just get that spell for free. Yeah, I mean, it probably actually would make a lot more sense for us to be an Earth Genasi for this kind of role, but I like the Fire Genasi, so that's what we're going with. All right, do we want the Cordon of Arrows or Pass Without a Trace? Doesn't seem like that's our job. You know? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. Yeah, Keenan and Kel. Back in the day, man. What was All That? Right? Weren't they on All That? Pretty decent show. All right. Let's be broken and do locate object. Well, all right. I think that's it. I think we're good to go for our Fire Genasi. Ruby Flameheart. The dragon's name is Inferna. So let's go with that. Appreciate it, DNF. Yeah, I like Cordon of Arrows, man. Is that the second one? It just sounds too cool. Let's go with it. Locate object's probably better, but we're going for flavor here. We don't need better. You know what? There's always going to be someone in your group that is better. Let them be better. Let's protect. I mean, that's like it's a tactical thing. Boom, here we go. Let's look at the Divine Sorcerer. All right, my daughter just found Cat Dog and Angry Beavers. They're great, man. They're so good. Those old cartoons are fantastic. I used to love Real Monsters too. All right. Okay, so we got 54 hit points is solid. The armor's 13. Well, we haven't put I actually didn't pick up the armor yet. But plus 3 dex, plus 4 constitution. So this isn't a tank, but is tough enough. She isn't a tank, but she's tough enough to be kind of in the fray with her Drake. Scale mail. You got to go scale mail, right? 2 simple weapons. We're going to go with I like the spear, actually. I wanted a better... we'll get a better weapon. A sickle? Yes. Yes, please. Explorer's pack. Longbow and a quiver. Can they use longbows? And then we'll add some other starting equipment too. Weapon. We said scimitar and what else? A rapier. Sweet. All right, let's add the equipment. See what happens. Goosebump is great. Are you afraid of the dark? What about Are You Afraid of the Dark? Anyone else mess with Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's all I need to know. Inventories. Equipments. Where's my scale mail? Boom. So if you're riding your Drake, do you take their stealth or your own? But scale mail gets us up to 16, feels a lot better. Put a shield on that's going to give us 18. And, I mean, that's pretty tanky for level 5. Spears are fun. It feels like a speary character, actually. It kind of has like a Roman feel to it. I like it. Or Spartan feel. Sweet. All right. Let's do our second character. This is a cool character. I actually think this is a pretty sweet character. I wonder what her carnal pleasure is for her flaw. Gritty character. Those Nicktoons were after my time. That's too bad. Snork, Smurfs. Smurfs was great. Gummy bears. G.I. Joe was awesome. Was the gummy berry juice? Gummy bears were awesome. I was a fan. Ninja Turtles was my first love, but Gummy Bears were close. I don't know what that show is. Might be too young to know. You're never too. You go back and watch them. Rain, they're great. So, Rain, are you? Have you ever played? Do we need to bring you into one of the one shots? Create you a character. Fraggles is right after my time, so boom, there we go. Got Rain with the Smurf merch. All right, standard build. We're gonna go with. It's a Divine Sorcerer. What's a good Divine Sorcerer name? We'll come up with one. All right. Everything. What is our race for Divine Sorcerer? We've done a Tiefling. I don't really feel that's divine-y. Aasimar? That's more like melee stuff, right? What are our Aasimar? Charisma? Wisdom? Yeah, let's go with Aasimar. Aethelfled for our name? Human? Why human? I don't even know. Have we made a human on here yet? I stay away from the humans. They're good. Don't get me wrong. Anyone who hasn't played, you can play human. They're fine. Their extra feat is actually pretty great too. But if we're going divine, man. Never played, but I bought a set of dice because I want to start just an impulse. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Dice are great. Well, all right, I'll go back. Ethelfled. I gotcha. All right. Well, we'll make it a human. Just for you, since it's yours. Eli, what's happening, man? Yeah, Aasimars let you fly. Sorcerers can fly like level 20, I think. They get it fly. They get wings that let them fly. Crixie, I'm gonna let you choose. Human or Aasimar. Also, eventually you can fly as a divine soul, something at level 12. Nice. And she's super hot. All right, my dashboard's showing me like 3 people in here, but YouTube has the right number. That's better. I thought we were having low numbers. We're doing fine. Fine, just fine. Human. All right, we're going with the human. Human variant or human. Let's choose our. I guess we have to. We'll pick human, and then once we get our abilities, we might change it up. If we roll really well, we're gonna go human variant. Manual roll. Let's go. Please roll me 4d6. Drop the lowest one. Oh, glad you joined us. I'm still debating. I have like I have a bunch of stuff done for yesterday, but it's all like half done. So I've made everything, but it's all like half done. So we may get a bunch of half painted minifigures and stuff. For those of you who don't know, nice first roll, man. All right, we're going 17 on charisma. Going to be charismatic. For those of you who don't know, my whole campaign got flipped upside down because one of my players successfully rolled a divine intervention. Killed somebody who I wasn't planning on them killing for a while. This person was going to be like the lieutenant to the big bad evil guy, right? That second in command. I had a huge story arc I'd planned for the person, everything. Divine intervention succeeded. First one we ever had succeed, so I had to make it kind of a big deal. Killed that person and totally changed up what I had planned for the next 7 weeks. So I've been working overtime trying to prepare for the next session. 13, 11. Crixie, that's one of your better ones. 11 to... I would do 13 on wisdom. No, we need a good constitution. Well, that's not an 11. Is that a 3? All right, we're going to put 13 on constitution for now. Is that a 3? Man. Please tell me you're joking, Matthew. That is rough. I love it. I actually would really like a low, something super low. Yeah, top moment of the campaign. You think so? You think better than the Tarask? I mean, it's... All right, I'm going. Hey, you say it. Strength or intelligence? What do you want, Crixie? Strength or intelligence? You can't do an intelligence of 4. That'd be who said you're supposed to re-roll the ones? Player's handbook? Psh. What's up, Carl? Divine Soul Sorcerer can apply Sorcerer Meta Magic to cleric spells. What are the best cleric spells? To twin, to empower, to quicken. Eli, answer that question. What are the best spells? No, I'm going with the 4. I'm saying strength. We need to figure out why you're so weak as a human. It's gonna be awful. Or dexterity. You can go with dexterity too. I'm gonna let you choose where you want your super low stats. Heals, guiding bolts. That's right. Tope was doing Divine Soul Sorcerer. Yeah, the heals is the big one. Any of the heals. Just being able to hit more people is super strong. Or to make them heal for more is great. All right, we need more rolls. Figure out where we're going to put that 3. I'll let you re-roll 1. Re-roll one of the ones. It's still going to be low either way. Re-roll one of the ones. We got a 10. We'll put 10 in intelligence for now. I'm not even going to ask how that works. I'll leave it to everyone else's imagination. Twin Revivify. 2 party members are down. That's huge. And that usually happens. Like, people don't think about that. That happens more often than you'd think because it's never just one person that's hurting. When people are dropping, it's usually big AoE or unavoidable damage stuff. Early on, it may be one person, but later on, that kind of stuff happens. All right, Matthew, re-roll me one of those ones. All right, I'm gonna roll one more, and then I need one more person to run. I'd hope so. I should hope so. All right. Well, my rolls are awful, so someone else probably wants to roll. If not, we're going with an 8. Crixie, it's your character. Give me another roll. Please. Once you said it's a platonic love, the chat dropped to 0 and then back up to 8 really fast. While we're waiting, did anyone watch the EXU one shots yet? I watched the first one. Haven't watched Fridays yet. Three 18s? 14. That's one of your better ones. All right. 14 and do 14 Constitution and 13 in Wisdom. 25. 14, 13. Do you want low strength or low dex? Low strength or dex? Let's go with low dex. We'll go 8. And then... Is that your best roll yet? And then we're going to go with a 6 in strength. All right. Do we want the second feat? I mean, 14 charisma is great. 15 constitution is fine. Wisdom's fine. Sorcerer's good. You can really dump these 3 stats and you're going to be all right. So this is a good character to have this huge range on. All right, we'll choose later. Let's go to our background. Someone did ask me how I build my characters. I always roll stats first and then go to background. Human. And I don't know yet. Celestial? Let's go Celestial for now. Background. What background do we want? Charlatan, Acolyte. I don't see Criminal, Entertainer. Folk Hero. We can do Folk Hero. Not really seeing Gladiator. Guild Artisan, Haunted One. Hermit. Could see a Hermit. Not with all that charisma. Can't be a Hermit. Knight, Noble, Outlander, Pirate. Holy Pirate. Sage. I can see a Sage. Sailor, Soldier, Urchin. So I'm thinking Sailor, Acolyte, Charlatan. We want low strength. I mean, the dex isn't high. We want low strength. Perfect. Because that's what I put in there as a placeholder. So I played Divine Soul Sorcerer in the past, which backstory would fit this character. His name was Bravos, and he was a sickly child whose parents took him to a temple and begged for a blessing. So either Urchin, well, not Urchin, it would probably be Acolyte. The Lady of the Night. All right, we'll go with Entertainer. That's so weird for that, but the charisma works, so let's do it. Acrobatics and performance. And what instrument would you like for your Lady of the Night? Yeah, definitely Acolyte then for you, in my opinion. A viol. I like a viol. That sounds good. Wargo, I'm talking thorough. Tantan. Songhorn, sham. Shams are cool. Pan flute, lyre, flute. I'm gonna go viol. If you want to change it, go for it. Popular by demand. Something I never actually use. I've had a lot of times, never used them. Not never. I've used like twice. All right, let's roll eights, 2d8s, 3d6s. Get this character going. Most dainty? Um. Huh. Flute or pan flute? Probably the pan flute. Pan flute's pretty dainty. What's bird pipes? Let's look up bird pipes. Bird pipes are cool. But the pan flute. Probably the pan flute. Pan flute's like a miniature version of the bird pipes. Yep. Okay. Flute. We can go through the regular flute. That's fine, just fine. All right, sorry, I'm catching up. What's up, Dealing Fiction, man? How you doing? You make any good guesses lately that were correct? For Lady Night, I don't know why. I just think of a pan flute might fit. All right, we're going with what Rain said. I like the pan flute too. So 2 versus 1. Sorry, Crix. Yeah, the viola is I thought it was a good choice as well. 6 on the first D8. I get bitter if I'm not the center of attention. Yes, 100%. We already know where this is going. We got to figure out why this self-centered person is a healer, though. Maybe just for the attention, for the praise. They heal for the praise. Adore me. And a D8 on the next 8. I change my mood and my mind as quickly as I change keys in a song. Beautiful. A moody, self-centered healer. This is fun. Okay. I just read your thing, Ellie. I hadn't heard that joke in a while, man. That joke was like everywhere for like years, man. This one time at band camp, I don't know why, but I found war gongs to be seductive. I love it. Ellie with the 6 on the ideals. Honesty, art should reflect the soul. It should come from within and reveal who you really are. We got kind of a... This is like a college student. Self-centered, mood-changing... what's the word I'm looking for? Just like... Yeah, I don't know. There's a word I'm looking for that I can't find. So, art should reflect the soul. Kind of hipster-esque. All right. Okay. So if you're working on a character creation, I had a question. Have you ever created a character that was a dark creature? What do you mean by dark creature? Like chaotic evil, lawful, like an evil creature, evil alignment? Yes, I created a really cool pirate. Captain Roquest was the name. We did a whole dark campaign. I've actually done 2 dark campaigns, or evil campaigns, and they were both really fun. You can't go super long with evil campaigns, though. Everyone's allowed their own personal taste. Eli, the low strength could be a medical condition, and the healing is to keep it under control. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Like a deteriorating muscle disease type of thing. Uh, oh wait, Etherfled. Etherfled, you're such a good healer. What would we ever do without you? Yeah, we need to have like a simp in the group that is all about her. Like whoever the tank is needs to be a simp for her. Going to a temple begging for a blessing, then finding that link to the celestial. Yeah, it works. All right, 1d6. Thank you, Rain, keeping us on track. That was bonds. I would do anything for the members of my old troop. All right. So, stuck on her high school friends. This is a college student stuck on her high school friends. Doesn't get the same attention that her old friends gave her. So, actually appreciates them now. And 1 on our flaws. I'll do anything to win fame and renown. Perfect. The college student that is a party girl and then one morning wakes up with all these powers and a link to a deity that she in no way thought about or wanted. That's interesting. Almost like a curse. Wouldn't that be 1 or not 6 is it backwards? Did I miss 2 years? Let me look. Oh, 1 on the d6. My bad. My bad. You're right. My instrument is my most treasured possession, and it reminds me of someone I love. Even better. Now she has no traits, nothing endearing about her whatsoever. This cannot be a good line character. 1 second. All right, and we're back. And we're back. In D&D lore, a goddess of darkness named Shar. And when she went to war with another deity, she called upon her followers. When her followers stepped into the Shadowlands, they became dark creatures. I got you. Shar is actually one of the big deities in my world. There's a place called Sharavan, which is based off of Shar, a whole city based around Shar. So, no, not in that sense. I haven't. I've done evil creatures, never like that, like corrupt type of stuff. Excuse me, nothing. She's super hot. That's not so endearing. I mean, to simps, sure. As I said, we got to have some simps in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. There is a ritual to become a dark creature once you enter the Shadowlands. I don't know much about the Shadowlands, so that's something I need to brush up on. I've said a lot about a few different planes, but that's not one of them yet. All right, perfect. I really like and hate this character at the same time already. So this is great. Do you have any kind of emotional reaction to it already? I think it's a good thing. All right, let's go to... Okay, do we want extra features? I mean, Warcaster is always a must, but we can take that. I think human variant is better. But you tell me if you don't want that. From what I remember from the lore, it's kind of hit or miss if you've even survived the ritual. It's a college, but you can get away with creating your characters with a subclass as a dark creature if you have direct lineage to a dark creature. Yeah, no, I haven't done that. But I know there are ways to do it. That'd be interesting. I think it'd be an interesting one to play. All right, languages. We're gonna know Celestial. I like the idea of her waking up like after a night of partying and just having all these powers and not knowing why, and then letting your DM decide what happened. So we're going with dexterity and what were our abilities? One in charisma. Sorry, wisdom and charisma, not dexterity. Charisma and wisdom. Perfect. Skills. We're going to go with. She has acrobatics, performance, probably deception. I'm thinking deception. What do you think? No, persuasion. Definitely persuasion. And a feature, Warcaster is kind of a must. So let's go with Warcaster, and then you'll get your second feature if you want it. Boom. Claes. I hope I have Divine Soul Sorcerer. Might have to purchase it. She slept with a demigod and didn't know it. It got her powers from a hookup. Like a Zeus thing going on here. We got like the Zeus thing going on. I guess demigod, not god. Thank you, Ellie. Okay, level 5. Proficiencies. And there we got our deception. And I guess religion, like just has an innate knowledge for religion all of a sudden. Like I like the idea that she like crossed or said something super mean to like this demigod or something or a god in human form, and he cursed her with having these abilities to help people. Wild magic, that totally fits that. Unless you want draconic bloodline, I'm thinking wild magic would be super fun for this character. So for those of you who don't know, here's the wild magic table. So someone go ahead and roll me a D100 if you have it. If not, roll me 2 D10s. And first one is the tens place. Second one is the ones place. Let me look at the D10s. Yeah, they have a 0 on there. Okay, so does Divine Soul is that what I missed? All right, so I need to. What do we know? What source Divine Soul's from? I just want to show you guys the wild magic though while we're waiting, because it's a lot of fun. 45. So roll a 45, and you cast Levitate on yourself. 80. Illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute. Nice. Rain with the 69. We're going to go. Each creature within 30 feet of you becomes invisible for the next minute. The invisibility ends on a creature when it attacks or casts a spell. I love it. All right. Nope, you're right. I was confused at where that came in. But if that's Sorcerer Origin, then I need to purchase it or find it or something. But that's what's fun about wild magic. Okay, let's find Divine Soul. See, I know one of our players has it. I don't know what source it comes from. So let's go to Marketplace. There it is. Store. Yeah, so that's basically Matt made that gem have a table like that, which is fun. All right, source books. See, I need to know where it's from to use the source books. Hmm. I'm gonna Google it. Just gonna Google it. I have the internet right here, folks. All right, Divine Soul Sorcerer 5e. All right, this comes from Xanther's Guide to Everything. It's one eventually I want to buy. Speaking of purchasing, for those of you who don't know, I don't know if it works or not, so one of you can tell me. I did put a donation link. I believe it should be in the description. So I don't have it all set up for just an easy button. It's just PayPal for now. I'm going to work on it this week to get it set up where it's just a donation button. But that's where it'll go, towards buying more source materials and stuff, or stuff for our one shots and maybe a campaign eventually. There it is. Xanther's Guide to Everything. Is it possible to make your character a demigod? That seems kind of presumptuous. That's a DM thing. Your DM can. I would let you either be like a demigod who's lost his power and is trying to get them back. I think that's a really cool storyline. Or have a chance to eventually do great things and become one. I think both of those are really cool ways to go about it. Divine Shoal. Make sure there isn't like a. Some of these have like a $5. You can purchase everything. Feats. Yeah, $10 to buy all of them. Let's see if there's 5 in here that's worth getting. War Magic, Hexblade. Hexblade's good. I don't even know what a samurai is. Path of Storm Herald, Oath of Redemption, Monster Slayer, College of Swords. Didn't really care for that. Circle of Shepherd. Nothing else in here really looks great. College of Whispers is actually pretty interesting for bards. Grave Domain, Grave Cleric's fantastic. Man, do I want to buy all of them? What do you guys think? By the way, this video is still only halfway exported. This is insane. You talking about your campaign? Yeah, videos take forever, man. Is it possible to make a character a demigod? Oh, sorry, I read that one already. That would be kind of overpowered, wouldn't it? Not if you made them lose their power. Possibly take away from the other players. Yeah, I'm a little conflicted if I want to just $10 buy everything or every class, 30 for everything. What are the feats? Mm-hmm. I mean, they got kind of some good stuff, and I know this was a good. I know this was a good book. I think this one and Tasha's were my two favorites overall. Some cool purchased items. Man, they got a ton of stuff. Ton of spells. I think $2 per spell. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, this one might eventually be worth doing. I'm just going to buy this one for now. Move this over. You guys can enjoy my acacia tree backdrop. It's a lovely little acacia tree right there. Purchase this for myself. And we'll proceed to check out. All right. Almost done, folks. Appreciate you sticking around and your patience. And place my order. I'm gonna just save up and go through buy all the source books. Gonna nickel and dime myself to death. All right. Should be purchased. Let's go find out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go, folks. How much stuff have you bought? Well, originally, this was supposed to be like everyone in my campaign was going to be using it, and then one person just decided to keep getting stuff for theirs since they had more. Totally made sense. They had more stuff than I did anyway, and then no one else was really wanting to buy anything. So, it is what it is. I'll get everything, I'm sure. And as soon as I do, they'll announce 6th edition or something, 5.5. All right. Let's see if we can. Boom, there it is. We got it. Yeah, I'm sure you have way too much. I agree. You both need to be very creative about it and talk about. Yeah, the DM is kind of the deciding factor and all that. I mean, you could do a whole Percy Jackson thing. My daughter is loving reading those books, so you could do a whole everyone's Camp Half Blood type of thing, where everyone's a half blood and they're all trying to up their demigod status. Then everyone could feel like it. But sometimes people are willing to do kind of supporting roles for someone's main theme or whatever. Because every campaign doesn't have to be a Critical Role size campaign. You don't have to go 2-3 years. You can do a 1-year campaign where you're just, here's one person's this demigod, and you're all trying to do whatever quest that is, and that's the end of it. All right, divine magic. Okay, you guys have to help me out with this one. We going with? All right, Crixie. Which one do you want? Chaos, evil, good, law, neutrality. I knew there was something different about you. Chaos, evil, good, law, neutrality. I've been looking at some of the classes in Tal'Dorei Reborn, and those classes are awesome. I haven't looked through all of them. I know a couple of them look really cool. Is it possible to make those characters like a blood cleric? Yeah, I just have to purchase it. Chaos. Beautiful. As usual, the books were much better than the movie. Yeah. I hear Percy Jackson was especially, the movies were especially bad compared to the books. I thought the movies were fine. Although they are supposedly working on a new show. That's what I heard. They're doing that new show. They each get different spells. Chaos. Definitely chaos. Nice. Bane's great. I love Bane. Favored by the gods. Starting at first level, divine power. Guard your destiny. If you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, you can roll 2d4 and add it to the total. It's like a better bardic inspiration for yourself. That's awesome. Changing the outcome. Once you use the feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short rest. That's pretty great. I really like that. Font of Magic. Second level, you tap into a deep wellspring of magic within yourself. The wellspring is represented by sorcery points, which allow you to create a variety of magical effects. Flexible casting, creating spell slots. So we can create spell slots. That's pretty self-explanatory. Creating flexible casting, you can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points. You can learn other ways. Okay, nice. And then sorcery points, you have 2 sorcery points and gain more. Perfect. Meta magic. Here's the big one. Twin spell is what I hear a lot of people like. Quickened and I think empowered were the big ones. So which 2 do you want? And I'll read the chats. That's correct. They're working on a Disney Plus show for the Percy Jackson series. Nice. Do we have actors yet for them? Remember, Favored by the Gods comes back on a short rest. That's amazing. Yeah, hopefully the show will be good. She loves the books. We bought her the whole series. She's been loving them. I just like that she's reading, man. We started reading the Harry Potters when she was 6 or 7. 7. When she was 7, we started reading the Harry Potters together. So now she's on to her second series. All right, chat. I know Tope Suicida has something to say about it. Twin spell is usually pretty good. Let's read that while we're discussing it. When you cast a spell that targets one creature and doesn't have a range of self, you can send a number of sorcery points equal to the spell. So level to target a second creature within range. Yeah, so you just get to heal multiple people. What does empowered do? Yeah, so we got careful spell, distance spell, empowered spell, extend spell, heightened spell, quicken spell, seeking spell, and subtle spell. Subtle spell is kind of nice. I'd really like to see that one in a role playing sense. Basically lets you cast a spell without somebody knowing you're casting a spell. And that has come up quite a bit, actually, in a lot of campaigns. Where it's like, I want to do this. And they're like, well, there's a verbal component to it. So you're speaking out loud or your hands are moving around because it's the somatic. The screen's blurry. It's got to be my internet. For some reason, it's only detecting my Wi-Fi. So I didn't have time to fix it. Quicken and Twin are both great. Quicken is good if you want more damage, and Twin is good for more healing. So Twinned or Subtle? Subtle's fun. Twinned is better. We had Twin. Sorry, Quicken. Here's what Quicken spell does. When you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can spend 2 sorcerer points to change the casting time to a bonus action. It basically lets you cast a big spell and a big spell. Like 2 fireballs is fun. Yeah, subtle, like rumors, like This chick's got to be talking rumors, right? Behind people's backs, spreading stuff. All right, Crixie says my screen's fine for him. Okay, so do you want... The question is that... All right, we're going to go with subtle spell. Do you want quickened or twinned? Quickens, but do you want more damage or do you want to actually try to heal? I don't feel like there's a lot of healing going on here. So we'll go quickened, and if you switch to twinned, we can do that. All right. Then ability score improvement. Do we want another feature? Almost done. I'll come in there and check on you. Okay. Let's check out the feats. So we took Warcaster already. All right, twin. Twin it is. All right. Actor feat kind of works really well, actually. Check out the actor feat. Bump up in charisma. Advantage on charisma. Advantage on deception and performance. So advantage and proficiency would be really nice. You can mimic the speech of another person or the sounds made by other creatures. You must have heard the person speaking or heard the creature make the sound for at least 1 minute. Successful wisdom, insight, check and test by charisma, deception. Check allows you to listen to determine if the effect. Determine that the effect is faked. I think actor would fit really well and be great. Let's see. I think spell sniper is the only one that you might want. Just launching spells from farther away would be cool. Keen mind if she just never forgets anything. Always bringing up the past. Keen mind kind of works. What do you guys think? Resilient, ritual caster. Ritual caster be good. Yeah, so spell sniper works, but I'd probably pick actor or keen mind. Yeah, tons of choices, and again, I don't even have there's a bunch that are out there that I don't have. Inspiring leader, definitely not. I'm saying go with actor. Actor with disguised self lets you completely impersonate the person. Yeah. Let's do that one. This character is definitely super extra. I think that's the best way to put it. Okay, there we go. This is, I love this character. I hate this character, and that's why I love it. Like, I would love to roleplay with this character. Just Valley Girl and everything, man. Like, you know this girl, right? Who doesn't know this girl? All right, let's get our equipment and get out of here. Pretty good time today. All right. Light crossbow. Sounds pretty good. Component pouch or an arcane focus. Let's do some jewelry. She's definitely rocks with crystals. Dungeoneer's pack, explorer's pack. 2 daggers. I'm glad you love her, Crixie. Yeah, definitely Valley Girl. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that you do a good Valley Girl. Thank you, role models. Two great characters indeed. I think the character would get along with Opal. Yeah, for sure. They'd be frenemies. They would be nice to each other's face and then talk bad about each other behind their backs. She's also obsessed. So with a lover, so I'm thinking a lock of hair. That just is a little more crazy than a love letter, right? Let's go with a lock of hair. Beautiful. Yes, same sorority. 100%, man. 100%. Oh, you have to come up with a sorority for a background. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Thinking Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. You know who this is modeling after, right? Yeah, Margot from Magicians. Yeah, I see that. I only watched few seasons of Magicians. My wife finished the whole thing, so yeah, Margot's great. Man, I really want to see this character now. I really want to see you play this character. Delta, Delta, Delta. Can I help you? Help you? Help you? I love it, man. This is oh man. Like I want to see these characters in something. Okay. Set of Covenant is the sorcerer sorority. That's hard to say. Sorcerer sorority. A sorority, or a sororous. Yeah, sorority, definitely. All right, 32 health. -1 initiative. That's always distracted. That sounds perfect. All the charismas. We will need to beef up the charisma next time instead of a feat to get that 20. But that won't be too bad. A 9-8. No, let's put her. Equipment. Is that really a 9 AC? Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Maybe we should have took Spell Sniper. -1 Dex and -2 Strength. This is rough, man. Glass Cannon for sure. Like, she needs that simp tank that's just gonna constantly stand by her and take the intercept. You need intercept. So pure fighter to intercept anything coming at her. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, we didn't go through. All right, let's hurry up and go through the spells. I have to go here in a second. Let's get through the spells real quick. I'm going to kind of hurry through these. So, we didn't go through our spells. All right, cantrips. 5 cantrips. Man, sorcerers get so many spells. 5 cantrips. We know the character, though, so that's what's good about this. Like Firebolt, yes. Mage Hand, yes. No Mending. Minor Illusion, yes. Prestidigitation, yes. And Sacred Flame's good. 1d8 radiant damage. I like that better than Firebolt. Let's switch that. Because we don't need both of them. A 1d10? What was Sacred Flame? 1d8 Radiant. Target must save a dexterity save 1d8 Radiant. Target gains a benefit from... Never mind. We're going to go back to what we said before. Because target on a hit takes... Yeah. Better to hit. Okay. Toll the Dead. What level spell's that? Man. Thunderclap's pretty good. Spare the Dying. Do I want to spare the Dying? Whenever you target your magic grants you brief insight into the target's defenses. True Strike's pretty good, actually. That seems more a little cerebral. I kind of like that. That's her figuring out information. She uses information. Create a burst of thunder. But this one gets people away. No, it doesn't. All right, we're gonna go True Strike. Yeah, Spare the Dying just does exactly what it says. You have to touch a creature that has 0 hit points and it makes them stable. Stops people from dying. Ice powers, yeah. No, you know what? I think you're right on that. It's never going to cast Guidance. Are you kidding me? Like Ray of Frost, what does that do? 1d8 cold damage. I wish she had access to Cutting Words. We may need to go a little Bard as she levels up. Get some Cutting Words in there. Yeah, let's do Ray of Frost instead of Firebolt. Yeah, you're right on that. You're right. I'll admit when I'm wrong. You're right. Okay, 6, 3, 2, 1. Bane, 100% Bane. For those who don't know, Bane, basically, anyone who doesn't make the save they have to roll a 1d4, and that goes against their attacks and their saving throws. So you roll a 17 for attack, and you roll a 2 on your d4. Now your 17 is now a 15. It's amazing. It's great. Charm Person, yeah, 100% Charm Person. Come on now. Command, yeah, that kind of sounds right. Disguise Self is what we need to go with. So I may have to change some stuff around. We said Disguise Self already. Do we want Charm Person or Command? I think they can use their charms, but Command seems very much up her alley as well. What do you guys think? Command, Person, or Charm? And I'm looking at the other stuff. Ice Knife. That goes along with it. 110 piercing, hit or miss. That's pretty good. Mage Armor might be a must. Shield is awesome. Witch Bolt, man, Witch Bolt's great. Yeah, I think I'm with you on the Command. I really want to give her Witch Bolt too, though. So learn Command. Drop Charm Person. I'm thinking drop Bane for Witch. Bane's good, but that's really helping out the party. It's not really up her alley. So let's go with Witch Bolt. Man, Witch Bolt's great. So that'll be her damage. Disguise Self for role playing. Command is both. I didn't see Bane for free already. I will actually go double check that in a second. What's the difference between what? Command and Charm. So Command, you say a specific command like alphabetize, or drop your weapon. Charm, you actually charm the person into thinking you're their best friend in the whole wide world, and then after unallotted amount of time. Let's see how long it is. They find out and they hate you. They realize you did something to them. An hour. Yeah, so they regard you as your friend, a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So it lasts for an hour. Okay, good. I'll double check that. Yeah, so command is more telling someone what to do, a specific phrase. You speak one word command. One word command. What was the one I was thinking? Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command in its next turn. So approach, drop, flee, grovel, halt. Grovel's a good one. But yeah, so one you have to do with one word. There are some where you have a full phrase you can say. Eli knows what those are, but Eli's probably asleep by now. You still around here, Eli? All right. 2 level 2 or second level spells. Aid, alter self. We have disguise self already. This might be a better. Change appearance, transform your appearance. You decide what you look like, including your weight, height. This is probably better. So we might be able to go back and swap off of disguise self and use alter self. Let's see what else we got. Augury, blindness, deafness is great. Blur, calm emotions, cloud of daggers, continual flame. Oh, it's not as cool as it sounds. Crown of madness is a good one. One human you can see within chosen save throw. So succeed a save and throw or become charmed. While the target is charmed, a twisted crown of jagged appears on its head and madness grows. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself. So basically, that you choose. So you can choose, you can crown of madness somebody and make them attack their friends. Darkness, dark vision, detect thoughts would be good. Dust Devil, Earthbind, enhance ability, find traps. Man, they have so many spells. Hold Person is amazing. Levitate, Misty Step, Prayer of Healing. Good low. Spider Climb. All right. I'm thinking Hold Person and possibly Alter Self. What do you guys think? Yeah, Prostrate. I almost thought he said prostate. Prostate. Yeah, Prostrate's a good command. My bad, Ellie. I think we have 2 Elis that are normally in our chats, so that's even worse. Yeah. Let's do Alter Self and then swap. There's some good second level spells. The Crown of Madness even is hold Person's amazing, but Crown of Madness seems more like something that this person would do. So, all right, go back to 1, change out. This guy's self, and what was the other one we were looking at heavily? Probably shield. Really need shield. Yeah, no aid. Yeah, I'm with you, Rain. I agree. Let's just. What is Shield of Faith? That helps somebody else, right? Shimmering Field appears surrounding a creature of your choice to give +2 AC. No. Shield is just for you, and that gives you +5 AC. Her AC is awful, though, so. Target space AC becomes 13. Duration is 8 hours. Hers was 9, so that's 4 for 8 hours. Yeah, let's go with Mage Armor. Protect herself. And it makes her shimmer. So let's go with that. All right, third level. Oh, and there's Eli Watcher. Is that our third Eli? So we have the other Eli, who's one of my actual players in my game. Then Eli Watcher. Okay, animate dead. Her old boyfriend maybe killed him and then reanimating him. Bestow curse. That seems promising. Choose ability while cursed. The target has disadvantage on ability checks. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah, this one is already looking good. Blink clairvoyance. Nah. Counterspell. Counterspell's always great. That just sounds. It's such a mean thing to do. So either bestow curse or counterspell right now. Dispel magic or up fear. Fear's pretty good. Fireball is like your quintessential sorcerer thing, though. Flame arrows fly. Oh, you can get fly. Look at that. Man, that's haste is great, but it helps other people. Magic circle, major image, melon stone, protection for energy from energy, remove gross, revivify, sending, speak with dead, man, spirit guardian, tidal wave, tongues, wall of water, water breathing, water walk. So yeah, counterspell. I think that's strong and fits the character. And then the other one would be bestow curse. All right, Darian saying counterspell. If you take mage armor and take the extra meta magic, it makes mage armor last 16 hours. It's pretty solid. You cast it before bed and still have it the next day. Yeah, I mean, why not? Since you're going to get that slot back. Feign death sounds. Yeah, feign death is very dramatic. Might actually not be bad. Let's take a look. Touch a willing creature and you put it in a cataleptic state that is indistinguishable from death. So you basically make someone think you're dead. Or make them feel like they're dead. It's probably a better way to use it. Spirit Guardian could be fun, but I vote for Counterspell. All right, yeah, Counterspell's great. Bestow Curse is on flavor too, but I think Counterspell's better. And it totally works. Like, no, you're done. You're done. You're not doing that spell. You're done. Sweet. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves two very different characters, and I really, really like this one. And I want to play with this person and hate them the whole entire time I play with them. Tongues would be good for her line of work. Yeah, sure would. Like the forest. Sweet. All right, well, there we go. All right, I have some things to tend to that came up. So I appreciate everyone coming in here. Mine just falls in the gutter and rolls around for yeah. I'm with you, Ellie. But I gotta keep this kid friendly, folks. I'm gonna keep as kid friendly as possible. Bring some families in here. Get wholesome. No. I really like this character. What was our other one? Let's take a look at our other character sheet real quick. Really quick. I hope you I hope you like it, Crixie. That's fantastic. I hope you like it. Man, I want to put together a whole another one shot just for these characters that we just made. I was planning to go based off of the one we already did. Yeah, Ruby Flameheart and Inferna. That's right. I really like the name. Okay. That's right. More melee, little dually, right? Yeah, that's good. All right, I appreciate you guys coming. Um, I will be streaming Thursday again. Um, I am preparing to switch jobs. Nomar, who was here for the one shot, he actually got me a job with him, which I'm super excited about. So, like a good one that I've been waiting to get for a while. So things may change a little bit after that happens in 2 weeks, but once all that settles down, I'll start getting ready for another one shot. And so anyone who wants to do that, let me know. If you want to roll the same characters you had, or if you want to try some new ones out, then we can mess around with that. So just let me know. Hit me up in Discord. I think everyone in here has my Discord already. So, hey, thanks, Allie. I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty excited. I just put in my 2 weeks on Friday. I like the company I was with before, but I'll get a lot more benefits with this one. More days off, too. And actually, I'll get off earlier, which means I can start doing the videos that I've been wanting to do for a while. So, woo! Yay. All right, again, appreciate you guys. I will see you all on Thursday, right? That'll be fun. We can see what happens. They're returning back to normal schedule, I believe, for Critical Role. Okay. Let's end this bad boy. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.